is that I would actually put myself as somewhere between Jerry Lyons and Dataloft. Okay, I would say that the Jerry Lyons content, and Jerry is a fantastic friend of mine, and even though we are competitors, he's been on my sofa and I've pushed his services, and we have a wonderful arrangement because both Jerry and myself are very strongly in agreement that we only work for one agent in one location.
That's a really important point, isn't it? So you're never going to see a conflict of story going out in the same patch.
Yeah. Okay, so what we have is if I've got someone someone approaches me and I'll pass them on to Jerry, and we don't share commission, we just pass each other on because we want to help our clients. So these are my words, but I would say Jerry's content is very lifestyle, talks about the property market, talks about rentals, talk about more emotional things. But what I would call Daily Mail content. Okay, middle of the road, quite soft, lifestyle, using emotions. Okay, not particularly huge full of stats, but just kind of, I would describe it as Daily Mail. Whether he agrees with the analogy, I'm using the analogy of newspapers. Okay, so that's one thing. I would call Dataloft what would be best described as a Bank of England data sheet. Lots of stats, probably a small little paragraph underneath. The granular level of Dataloft data is truly amazing. I love them to bits. What Rory and Grant and everyone else does at Dataloft is amazing. And that has its place as well. I'm kind of somewhere in the middle in the fact that the best way to describe me is if you could employ the Sunday Times journalist who writes about the property market one day a week to write an article on your town's property market, but you ask them to write it in a Sunday Times style, which would be, a short article for me is 700 to 800 words long. A normal one is 1,000 words long. Some people say short content works better than long. All I know is that when I do a 1,000-word article, we get a lot more feedback than we have a shorter one. So Jerry, you get a lot more content with Jerry, much shorter, much sharp, and probably just more lifestyle-y and a bit more cuddly. Dataloft, raw facts, a little bit of write-up, and me, Sunday Times journalist.